Yeah, can I have the house
Okay.
omelet with home fries well done and uh multi-grain toast with butter.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, that's it for
Awesome.
that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What up, y'all? It's the King. I'm at my favorite spot, Nudies, about to have me some breakfast. And this is the King post social media. Let's talk about it. So what up, y'all? Um, it's next week. Last video I did was about me breaking away from social media. Although it's not the first time I've done it, this may be the most satisfying time that I've done it. And I'm gonna tell y'all why, right? Because this time around, first time I did it is because I was going through a whole bunch of shit. I had lost my business at the time. And this is back 2012, 2013. So I didn't, I'm old, so I didn't had many lives on social media. Hold on, my phone is ringing. I didn't have many lives on social media, but nonetheless, um, the first time it was just that I was going through some things. So I wanted to go underground, and it served me quite well because I became more valuable in sense of like people not having so much access to me or wondering where I was, and then people like creating stories about what may have happened, which is good for everything that you're doing. It's always good to keep people guessing. At least that's how I feel about it. But this time around, I feel like it was needed because I look at the state of what's going on in the world or in within culture, and everybody got a fucking opinion, and that shit just drags me and drives me up the wall to the point where it's exhausting. Um, whether it be an opinion about what you do, what you got going on, whatever, what have you, right? And for shits and giggles, of course, I'm still on YouTube, as y'all see. And YouTube is, in a sense, social media, although people don't look at it like that. There are people on there being social, and it's a media platform. So, social media, hence what it is. But it's just the things like Twitter. Twitter, I had like left alone years ago. So I just pop in Twitter every once in a while just to breeze and check. And my algorithm sends me a very specific message, whether it was Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok or whatever, right? So Twitter wasn't really a thing. So me leaving Twitter wasn't really like a big thing. I deleted that right away. TikTok started to get a little hairy for me. So with TikTok, it was like kind of like a tug because a lot of my algorithm and messages came from TikTok in a way that I feel like I needed them to feed who I was becoming as a person. But let me get not too far ahead of myself, right? I was talking about back in the day and why I left. Oh, I explained that part. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go back to where I was. But I felt like it was feeding me so much to the point where I was looking at it as a crutch. Like, well, when is this going to happen? Not knowing I was the one that had to make the shit happen myself. You know what I mean? Like, it could tell you who you are or who you believe you are, who you know you are, but without action, nothing will ever materialize, right? And sometimes, like what social media does, is give you that dopamine rush that you want, that makes you feel accomplished in the thought that somebody is saying it, regardless to whether it's an AI generated message or somebody else telling you who you are or who you should be. But without you putting it to action, you just continue to accept those messages. So that was one of the reasons. Like I said, back to all those opinions, it becomes so very like opinion based where everybody has an opinion about everything everybody does. And then also people are self-serving on social media. So you're not only reporting on the things that you feel strongly about, but who fucking cares about your opinion anyway because it ain't paying their bills. But also why you feel like people should buy into what it is that you're doing or you're selling. I was a part of this podcast. I dealt with plenty of artists who was always about social media, which is like advertising, but you're advertising to people who really don't give a fuck at the end of the day, right? Because you have your band of followers, and then like with those followers, only a certain amount get to see it, and obviously the certain amount don't give a fuck about what it is that you're posting or what it is that you're bringing to the table. So much so that they see it, they may like some stuff here and there, but they don't really. And even if they like the shit, it's just a button that they're hitting. It's not a button that they're hitting that's buying a product or anything like that. So it was easy for me to let it go once I started to view it from that standpoint. And outside of that, it was to the standpoint of revoking access once again. I don't want everybody to just be able to click a button and see me, or click a button and know what it is that I'm doing all the time, all hours of the day. I tried it and it was fun while it lasted. I'm not trying to knock anybody who's doing it. As a man, though, I feel like at my big age, it shouldn't be so much focus with scrolling and seeing what everybody else is doing and wondering if people are going to see what I'm doing. I feel like you're going to see what I'm doing regardless. That's why I felt comfortable enough to say, fuck it, I don't need the social media shit. And I'll be able to just create my content on YouTube, my lifestyle content, as me doing the things that I love to do and just going through my journey. I think it's better served there or here than it is there. And if I pop up there, right, I'll be popping up there because somebody is posting and talking about me and reporting on me. I don't need to report on myself. People been talking about me since I was a little ass kid, so I don't feel like it's going to stop now. So I feel like I'll leave that up to people to report on me and post about me in these spaces versus me doing it myself, right? But an encounter that kind of got me to the mindset of really shutting down social media. Hold on, y'all, my food is coming. Thank you. Had to get me an omelet and some multi-grain toast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, I had an interaction with an artist that I used to manage. Who, at the end of the day, I try my best to make it known and very evident that I don't have no issue with nobody, even if they choose to have an issue with me. Like, I'm human like the next person, so of course we all have ego, but I try not to let it bury me, within who I am as a person. Like some people that I've experienced, I would say do, right? So with this artist, right, he like got a look for this company that I wound up putting them down with. So it's still fruit of my tree, but whatever. No big deal, no harm, no foul. He sent it to me though. That's the way that I got to see it. Like, cause I don't follow this guy don't follow me. And at one point, the guy had me blocked. So it was like I felt like that was the energy that we're carrying. And so, obviously he unblocked me, which was a conscious decision on his part. So I feel like if you unblock me, you either want to see something I got going on or you want me to pay attention to something that you got going on. Attention, which is the crux of social media. Everybody wants attention. It is what it is. Even me when I was on there, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I didn't want attention, because it is what it is, right? So it was this particular interaction with this kid where you know he DM'd me the post of what he did. And at first I promised I wasn't gonna say shit. But I wanted to test the waters to see what the basis or what the motivation was for him to send me this particular thing, because I guess in his eyes it was like an accomplishment of sorts. And I'm not here to knock what any one person might think is major versus what somebody else might think is not that big a deal. Like, if you think it's major, hey, good for you. Knock yourself out and do what you need to do to get it out there. But I feel like you ain't been sending me shit, and you probably post shit all the time, I'm sure. So why are you sending me this? So for shits and giggles, I commented on it, right? And the interaction I got from commenting on it just went to show, like, this shit all fake. Like, people are really just trying to get attention here versus really live in purpose and do what it is they're here to do. And it was at that moment I felt like, among other things, like, there are many other situations where people's egos are trying to like outdo me, where it's like, why? I don't give a fuck. Like, just do you, let it be what it is, and keep it moving. I'm happy for you regardless. Like, I want everybody to be successful because I want to be successful, right? So I'm not trying to feel like nobody can have or can't have what I want for myself based on the situation that we may have went through. But it was because of that situation, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, to say, I really got to revoke my access from these people, because these people don't mean me no good. So why am I fucking here? What am I here for? Nobody's really worried about me in a space where they all know me. They all view me some type of way, where some people view me like they don't like me. Some people may view me like they love me. Some people may view me like I got it all going on, so they don't got to do nothing for me. I'm looking for my actual tribe of people who are looking to be inspired through my work and the things that I do and the things that I've been through. And I didn't feel like it really served this purpose on any of those platforms anymore. So that's why I left. How I feel since I left, I feel cool. And the crazy part is, like I was saying, I got rid of Twitter. I actually got rid of TikTok first, right? And after I got rid of TikTok, I got rid of Twitter. And then once I got rid of Twitter, I was kind of still holding on to Instagram where I wasn't like doing anything, but I was going and I would look at my inbox, see messages. I wasn't opening nothing. And then I was just like, why am I still holding on to this? I told myself that I was going to let this go. And yesterday, actually, today is Friday, so Thursday. Yesterday was the day that I actually pulled the plug and deactivated and deleted Instagram. And I don't feel no type of way. It's not like I feel like I'm missing anything. And the crazy part was I was used to scrolling like everybody else is always in their phone scrolling, seeing what's going on. I don't feel like I've been without it long enough to make a snap decision as to whether it makes a difference in my life. Although I'm sure it will make a difference in the long run of me not really being aware of every little thing that's going on. With YouTube, it's like you can get certain news based on how you curate your algorithm. And the thing I like about YouTube, there's no follow, and you follow me, I follow you. You kind of just curate the experience based on what's going on. Where you do subscribe to things, but it's a little bit different than the way social media works. But as of now, if you ask me, I don't miss it. I didn't miss it before when I did it, so why would I miss it now? But I would encourage anybody that's on their journey that feels like social media is not for them, or you don't feel like you're getting anything out of it. Get rid of it. It ain't no rule to the thumb of success that says that you have to have social media to be successful in anything you do. Because once people know what you're doing, they know what you're doing. So you know, and it's all up to you on what you want to spend your time doing. I was noticing a lot of people would just send me stupid shit that I didn't care to see in DMs, or sending me other posts and things of that nature. And it's like, I don't really care to see that stuff. My cousin, I love her to death, but she would send me boatloads of shit. And it gets to be a little bit like overwhelming at times. So I'm relieved that I don't have to, I can talk to my cousin all day, but I'm relieved that I don't have to see 50 million messages from her of shit that I don't really care about, stupid shit that I don't care about. So that's really where I am with it. Will I go back to social media after this? No, I'm done. That's a wrap. That that part of the journey is truly over. And like I said before, had I not got back into music when I did back in 2018, I probably would still not have social media. But I do like the fact that I got back on social media because that's where my name came from. The name Wayne. Wayne is my middle name, but the way I came up with the variation of it, the spelling and all that, all stemmed from me getting back on social media. I'll tell that story another day, but so I am thankful for that. And thankful for the experiences that it's given me. I've met countless people, seen some cool shit, and all that type of stuff because of social media. So it's not a bad thing. It's just after a while, it runs its course, and you got to really be the one who knows when that actually happens. So, you know, to social media, I say thank you for everything, which is really nothing, but thank you regardless. I was grateful to have experienced it, but it's a real world out here that we live in, and I think that's the cure to the culture is getting back to the real world and hoping people realize that in those spaces you can show up as yourself. And that's another reason I left, and this will be the last thing that I say about it, right? In the world of social media, everybody shows up as perfect. And I think the pressure is on you when you leave social media and come out here to the real world to keep showing up as that version of yourself, as to where people will judge you if you don't. Like, oh, you really broke, or you this, that, and third. So what if you are? Who fucking cares? This is a journey. This life is about making mistakes, not making it through unscathed. If you live this life, and if you truly live this life, you're not going to make it through without a scratch. You're going to get dirty a little bit, and that's okay. It's part of life. So don't feel like you got to show up perfect in the real world because you're in the real world, and don't even feel like you got to show up perfect here online. You don't. You don't. But with that being said, I'm gonna finish the rest of my breakfast. But yeah, no more social media. So you can only catch the king on YouTube. Or maybe on somebody else's social media. You never know. But I'll see you on the next one. I'm finish my breakfast. Peace.